Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the content so far and enjoying the club. I'm happy to have you around, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you so much better over the next couple weeks and hopefully months. So right now I'm going to talk to you about 3 things that pickup artists constantly tell you guys that are actually false. And remember, I know my stuff. We know our stuff at the club. We're females, so I'm going to tell you this stuff is wrong. Most pickup artists tell you a couple different things. Number 1, that you as the man should play really hard to get the woman to chase you. Number 2, that you should never compliment a woman. That complimenting a woman is terrible and you should avoid it like the plague because it's going to get to her head and make her feel like you're low value and a beta male and a loser, and she's not going to want to talk to you anymore, and that's going to kill attraction. And number 3, that you shouldn't dare tell your feelings to a woman. That you shouldn't dare explain to her or tell her that you like her, or show her that you're attracted to her, or tell her that you are attracted to her and that you like her. That's the worst thing in the world. Boom shakalaka, I'm gonna tell you that those things are false. Woo! All right. Now, we already talked about in a previous video the right way and the wrong ways to compliment a woman, and we went at length at that video. So I'm not going to cover that right now, but we'll talk about the other couple. Now, why do pickup artists tell you this? Well, it's because they're dudes, right? They're dudes, and they're telling you things that they think is the case. All they can do is speculate and research as best as they can, and they're right about a lot of things, right? I cross over into the pickup artist territory a lot too, and I will get things that I know are actually realistic and accurate, right, and authentic, and that work. But there's just some things that pickup artists, typical pickup artist gurus are getting that are actually false. All right, and this is one of them, and it's a big one because it's underlying so many of their methods, and their formulas is basically based on these huge global foundational notions that you need to get a girl to chase you, that you shouldn't express any of your feelings towards her, and that you should really try to play hard to get and really cool and aloof and standoffish. So here's the real scoop, if you want to know, gentlemen. Number 1 is that women want to feel desired. We already talked about this before. Women actually need to feel desired because it lights our fire of desire towards you. And if we don't feel that we're being desired at all, that you're sexually attracted to us at all, then we're going to just feel a friendship vibe from you. We're going to feel this asexual vibe towards you and put you in the friend zone or the gay zone. We don't want those things, right? When you're verbally and physically expressing your sexual desire and attraction for us, within reason, of course, then it pumps our hotness up for you. It pumps up our temperature for you and makes us feel hot and friskier for you. Also, if we're not even sure how you feel about us at all, if we're not even sure if you're attracted to us because you won't say anything and you're holding those things really back and you're trying to act so cool and aloof, then we're gonna actually be up in our head most of the time when we're with you, and when we're not with you. We're gonna be up in our head thinking negative thoughts, being insecure, feeling insecure, thinking, does he even like me or not? We're gonna be over-analyzing everything. We're gonna be analyzing our text messages too much. We're gonna be over-analyzing and thinking so much about the negatives and almost thinking that maybe you're rejecting us or not interested in us, that really severely takes away from our level of sexual attraction towards you and our positive feelings towards you. Why should we be spending the majority of time thinking about that, all those negative things? Does he even like me or not? Does he even find me pretty or attractive? Those are all negative thoughts. And then we're going to anchor those negative thoughts and feelings towards you. Why should we be spending most of our time thinking about those negative thoughts and experiencing those negative feelings, attaching those negative feelings towards you, when instead we should be thinking of positive thoughts about you, juicy thoughts about you, thinking about the last time you told us that you just loved kissing us, or when you told us that our hips are so sexy, or you love the way we move. When we're thinking about those things and we're experiencing those positive things, then we're thinking about like kissing you, and we're imagining being in bed with you, doing sexual things with you. We're imagining the next time we see you again and what it's going to be like. And during the times we're not seeing each other, through text messaging and through other things, we're thinking just positive thoughts about you. We're like, we're on cloud nine, you know, those positive thoughts are escalating and the sexual tension is building up. Those are the kinds of things that we should be thinking about and experiencing towards you, not all these negative thoughts or wondering even if you like us or think we're pretty or not. That's just a waste of time, and it's only going to put a negative barrier in between us. Also, you know, I'm sorry, but a lot of pickup artists, traditional pickup artists out there, are going to feed you with this nonsense, and it's going to work. Some of the time it's going to work by never complimenting a girl. But usually those kinds of things are only going to work when you're acting really elusive and really aloof and not even telling her that you like her or anything like that. The kind of girl that it's going to work on are usually the really insecure girls who are really low value themselves. And do you really want a girl who's really insecure and needy and a girl who isn't even very attractive? Any or most, shall I say, I mean, there's always exceptions to every rule, right? But most self-respecting, attractive, and confident women who have other options, they're not going to chase a guy, okay? They already have other options. They already have other guys pursuing them and making them feel good. They're saying that they like them or saying that they think they're beautiful or gorgeous or whatever. So they're not going to go out of their way and take their time to chase a guy who they don't even know is interested in them or not, okay? I mean, I would never chase a guy. I know most girls that I know and every woman that I've worked with that is a really attractive woman is never going to do that. We're not going to chase a guy. It's not in our nature to. It's in the guy's nature, historically and primally, to pursue a woman. And it's in our nature to kind of be the one to be pursued. And women like to be pursued. We love that. So don't stop that pursuit. But there's a difference between being what I call confident and creative pursuit of a woman, confidently and creatively pursuing a woman, and being over the top, needy, blowing up her phone 24/7, and having nothing else cool or interesting going on in your life. If you have nothing else to offer, no other value, and you're just going after a woman, and you're pursuing her with no signs of her being interested back, that is crossing over to the needy territory. That's overeager and needy. But you know, there's a big difference between those two spectrums. The other thing is that, especially if you're not a very physically attractive guy, but you're trying to get a woman who's like a 10 or 9 physically, but you're not that attractive. And most of the things that you go off of that are your strong suits to get a woman are like your great sense of humor, personality, charisma, confidence, or success. If those are your things, it's also important to let a girl know that you're attracted to her and that she's sexy and, you know, the kinds of things that you do think are attractive or sexy about her, because she's gonna like that's something that makes her feel good if she's with a guy. So if she's not getting that from you, of all people, who is already like a step beneath her looks wise, then she's definitely going to look elsewhere to get that kind of validation and affirmation. Because part of the perk of being with a guy who's less attractive than her is at least getting those kinds of verbal affirmations and feedback and positive feel-good stuff that makes her feel good. Otherwise, why keep you around? Why not just go for a guy who's at her level, attractive, physical attractiveness wise? So a couple more things I'll add to this is I actually, when a guy expresses how he feels towards a woman in a way that's confident, but you know, he just knows what he wants and he just knows what he's thinking and feeling and says it. Like, I think you're so sexy. Or, you know, I'm kind of have a crush on you right now, I gotta say. Or, you know, Missy, I gotta say, I've been thinking about you today a lot. When you say those kinds of things, and you're confident in the way you say it, and you stand your ground and you just own it, that is very sexy. And it's very authentic. And that kind of authenticity it's more of a rarity these days, actually. And women know that. So when a guy comes around that just authentically expresses how he feels like that, when he feels it, that is sexy. And it's so sexy that I create a term for it called sexy authentic. That is the term I coined, and that's what I teach in my Authentic Attraction program, how to do it. One thing I'll just say is everything is within reason. You know, if you say this kind of stuff every day, then yes, that's going to come across as too eager and too needy. But within reason, moderation. Sometimes you say it, you know, a couple times maybe throughout the week or once or twice throughout the date that you're seeing her. But again, it's important to balance it with other things that you have to offer. It's important that you also have a life that is what I call a boss man life. You're a boss. You're a boss, baby. And you have other things going on in your life that make you interesting, attractive, cool, right? You've got other interests, hobbies. You've got other life outside of her. So she's just kind of like one plate that you're spinning of other things that you have going on in your life. Not saying that you have to make up the fact that you're dating all these other women, but she's one plate that you're spinning. That she's not the center of your universe. She's just a part of your universe. And you've got other cool things going on too, other friends. There's the difference. She's either the center of your universe, which if you do that too soon, before you're really in a committed relationship, then you lose that value. Or she's just a part of your universe. So those are a couple things that pickup artists tell you that are wrong, and I want to clear up this misinformation, and you'll learn a lot more when you stick in the Authentic Attraction Club. So let me know. Try this out this week and post your questions and comments and feedback in the Authentic Attraction VIP Facebook group.